third time and don't hit the end broadcast. Oh, the end broadcast popped up.
You bought it. You bought
Hi, everybody. We're live. Roy Settings, the vinyl junkie, and we have a really fun show for you tonight. And as you can see, a really fun cast of characters. Anyway, tonight we are individually going to unbox our rarest vinyl. And I mentioned earlier to the guys just moments ago that, you know, it's like a lot of the conversations we have. Rare is kind of a subjective thing. I mean, there can be rare like no one else has one. There's only a few in the world, you know. There can be rare like, you know, Ringo Starr's #1 of the White Album that sold for $795,000.
That's right.
#1 is rare, okay? And then there can be like medium rare stuff that is not as common, but most of the stuff we're going to talk about, you can probably still find, at least the music, not the same, maybe the same vinyl, but you can find the music, whether it's a repressing, whether it's you know, a new remastered 180-gram vinyl, colored, whatever. And everybody's buying them because they're fun and it's a good product. But so most of the music is still going to be available, no matter how rare we think it is. But then there may be a few things that aren't rare. So I guess what I want to ask right now is everybody ready? Okay, nice short little intro. They say not to drag those out. You know what I mean? And that's anything but drug out. Okay, let me just open the chat back up because I want to see what all our friends are saying. Let me say hi to Angelo real quick.
Angelo.
They call him Angelo.
Whoa, whoa.
And Dan, just the facts is here.
Maria, we do not have any Steve Perry at the shop right now because I'm not quite sure if there are any represses. So, but we'll keep an eye out for your some used vinyl if that's okay. Sorry,
Okay,
Roy, she was asking if we had any.
No, it's all good. I guess we'll kick this off in the usual fashion. Did anybody get anything new this week? And I did get some new things. One of them I want to show tonight. I don't know whether I'll hold it up, not hold it up, just save it. But there's a couple of other things, and I hate to say it, but I think I put them all away. Actually, what? two of them I'm showing tonight. So I'm not going to show anything. I did get a Betty Loves Neil Diamond. I got a Neil Diamond, and I bought a Neil Young as well. And these were all used at this place down in Orchid. And when I was checking out, I was the last one there, and he was trying to get rid of me. And when I was checking out, he started doing this, and he stacked about 8 more albums and said, "Here, take those too."
Whoa!
And it wasn't the kind
of stuff. Let me guess, they were Linda Ronstadt.
I would have picked out to buy, but in just a couple of moments, I'll show you what I was going to pick out and buy. So I think we'll just go around clockwise. Pat, did you buy any new vinyl this week?
Well, Royce, I'm so glad that you asked me that. Absolutely. And not only did we go shopping, but you're not going to believe this. Look at where we went.
Oh, you went to Tower Records?
Wait, that came in?
Actually, so you actually went shopping right there at your desk, right?
Dude, when is the last time you've actually seen one of these?
When I was in Japan.
Well, you know what? I see it online, and they've got a zillion box sets they're selling. Everybody's got a box set now, and they seem to be selling all of them.
So, Jason, yes.
Stuff like Slaughters and stuff, you know?
So, Tower Records is still online, okay? So you can still shop there. And there was a release today that I really did not think, because Jason and I were on the phone earlier asking about this, and we weren't quite sure that we were going to get this on release day.
Oh,
and I didn't.
When Carol said, "Hey, this is available, you should let Jason know," and so we let Jason know, and he's like, "Oh heck yeah, I definitely want to get one." So today's the release day for this particular artist. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Jason got his, but I got ours, and I'm about to show you. So are you ready, Jason?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Why do you put
Unbox
Pat
me,
on
Pat.
full screen?
Huh?
Put Pat on full screen.
Oh yeah, hit me on full screen there, bud.
It's coming right up. Coming right up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
There we go,
And
buddy.
here we go, guys.
You got the Ozzy. No
Not
more
th-
tears. Is that
But
no
look,
more
yes. Can you read the
You
hype
know,
sticker there?
all I see is reflection. Whatever.
Move it
All I
to your
see-
right. Move it to your right. There you go.
Yeah. Tower Records. Does that say colored vinyl?
It does.
Okay. It's a little
this
bit
is-
blurry.
Okay, sorry. This is a Tower
It could be.
Records exclusive, and it is colored vinyl. Comes in a beautiful gatefold. Unfortunately, I don't take the shrink wrap off, so you can't see that. You can't see.
Like
You can't.
one yellow, one red, or something like that.
Absolutely. So okay, so here's the back. I forgot to show you the back.
Okay.
Okay. Great photos on the back there. The great Randy Castillo, Zach Wilde, and Mike Inez, along with Ozzy. Okay. Ozzy
But-
Osbourne's. What year is this, Jason? This
Wait a
is
minute. Somebody's
19
missing there. Zach
91.
Wilde. Did you say Zach Wilde?
yeah, Zach's
Zach's
in
in
there. Yeah, Zach's
Okay,
in
yeah.
there.
And even though the great Mike Inez is pictured on there, he did not play bass on that record. That
He
is
did
Bob,
not.
Bob
Yeah.
Daisley, folks.
Yeah, the great Bob Daisley actually played bass on this, even though Mike's on the photo.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So there's the back.
91, Pat.
Okay, so that's a 1991. Very hard to get in original pressing. They released a lot in Europe. I did have an original press, but I traded it for a Kiss item. So anyway, here is the first disc.
Yes.
So it got repressed in 2021.
Nice.
Okay.
I am
Beau-
excited.
Beautiful first disc.
The original
Yeah.
pressing of that was a single disc, right?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
I had a UK pressing of it. And the second disc, here we go.
Oh, I love it.
There
What is
we
that,
go.
red, guys? Is that red?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Translucent, reddish pink, but reddish, more red.
Yeah. So there you go. So we will be getting the black version over at the Wizard's Lair here in about a week or so. And so if you're eager to get it, please run out to your favorite record store and grab a copy. I don't know how long these are going to last. Again, with the way pressing plants are these days, they could be on sale today and
Yeah.
back ordered again tomorrow, right, Jason?
I can tell you that we have been out of it for a week now, and I don't anticipate it coming back in stock at our my company that I work for, which is a vinyl distributor, for weeks. So
Okay. So I'm going to show you guys something here that I got in this week that I am pretty happy about getting, because it involves two amazing singers. And you guys may not know them, but I think you should know about them.
one
Really-
is Michael McVeigh.
One is Michael McVeigh, and the other is Jason Herndon.
No.
Okay. Okay. So these are Europe pressings. They're from a company called Frontiers, and this is Russell Allen and Alan Landy. Okay.
Oh,
This is two great singers that kind of do duos on certain songs, and then there's other songs that they do sing by themselves, but the band is really good. They put out this started in 2005, and they've done 4 of these albums together, and they're titled differently. This one's actually called The Battle. These were limited to 300 pressings a piece.
you got
And I believe this one, I'll take this out. I believe this one's an orange.
nice.
Orange.
So
Wow.
He
we
said
know
orange.
we know
pretty.
orange. It
really turns gold when the light hits it. It's really
it kind of reminds me of the bronzer that Altini uses. Little orange.
Yeah.
Little orange.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one was released at the beginning of the year, and I just got the new one in, and let me put this over here. And the new one is called, well, not the new one, but the new one to me. This one came out in 2007. This one's called The Revenge. Yeah, and you can see they kind of have the same kind of motif going on there.
Yeah, right.
Alan, Jorn Landy is about as close as you can get to Ronnie James Dio, I think. He's got a fantastic voice. Russell Allen, I forget what was it? Is it Nevermore that he's in, Jason?
I'm not sure, Pat.
And he is an extremely great vocalist himself. Wow. And they, like I said, they did 4 albums together. So far, they put out 2 in the series. I can't wait. Hopefully, I'll get all 4. Again, this one is by Frontiers, and this one here is really cool. They put this one out on a turquoise.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Like a beautiful turquoise. It's a 2-disc set. So so yeah. So those are the new records I got in this week, and please go check these guys out. Russell Allen and Jorn Landy, Jorn.
Yeah, check out the flames on the front. Okay. They are orange.
They're orange.
Allen and Landy. You can probably listen to it on.
Oh, I wish you could throw up a sample right now, because it's just fantastic stuff.
That's really cool looking.
I mean,
now, I can't wait to hear it. I wanted to tell you, Pat, while we were before that, I really love that No More Tears album.
Oh, sure, of course, that's a great record.
The video, the girl crying in that room, and finally she got submerged in her own tears.
Yeah.
And Zakk Wylde's guitar playing was absolutely insanely good. Mama, I'm Coming Home. I mean, maybe they're a little bit on the softer side, those songs, compared to a lot of the stuff he's done. But I really enjoyed those. I was ready for that when it came out. And I have it on CD also. I've had it since it was made, Anyway, so let's go, Jason. You're going to be up now, buddy. Are you ready?
You better be ready. Look at him. He's frozen in time. Oh, he's ready, all right.
You look like you were frozen.
I know, I did that on purpose.
I know.
You ate too many oranges.
Orange.
Wait, this is...
Wait, did I say... Well, hold on a second here. Did I say orange different?
Orange. You say it's orange.
No, it's not orange.
It's fucking orange.
Orange.
It's orange. Orange. It's not orange.
Orange juice. Do you eat calamari too? And marinara sauce?
Can I get an orange Julius?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orange Julius.
Yeah.
All right, Paul Stanley, take it easy.
All right. So yeah, I got some new stuff in, and this first one I'm going to show is a pretty rare item, and it's a great record by a great band called. Oh wait, that's an 8-track. I'm sorry, it's the wrong show.
Oh wait, no, hey, hold that thing up. Tell these people how rare that thing is.
Well, it's fairly rare. This is the 8-track of the Elder.
You guys, that's a $300 8-track.
It's the $300 8-track.
No.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And if it was sealed, it would probably be a $800 to $1,000 8-track. So, but this is an upgrade to my 2 other copies. So, but anyway,
my 2 other copies.
I collect Kiss 8-tracks. So, I collect Kiss. Did I mention that? No,
never heard of them.
Seriously, I did get a few things, and it's kind of odd that it's on this show because, these are new pressings of some bands that I liked back in the early 90s. And I think they probably only did, if I read the brochures right, 200 to 300 copies of these each. So they're pretty hard to find, and pretty much already sold out at the little label that's doing them. But yeah, I kind of started going to church when I was in high school. I started going with my girlfriend at the time, and I kind of got addicted to it. But of course, I was a metalhead, and I was worried about not having bands to listen to. And I soon came to find out outside of Stryper, there were other Christian metal bands that existed. And here's a few cool records from some bands that I really, really loved back then. It's a band called Bride. This record's called Rattlesnakes in the Playground. It's I mean, it's a great raw metal record. Came out in 92, I think. Yeah, 92. And I think they did 300 copies of these.
Wow.
And I just found them by accident online. And
oh man.
So this is a cool,
really rare.
you know, red kind of black swirly color thing.
Yeah.
Look at that. That thing looks great.
Yeah, that does.
So if you like, you know, if you like late 80s metal, early 90s metal, you know, raw kind of stuff, you know, check them out. I'm sure nobody will go listen to them, but I loved them. And since we're just showing new stuff that we got, I thought I'd show it too. Here's the second album, second release from a band that I really, really dug. This came out originally in 1992 as well. Their first album came out in 90 and was amazing. This one is great too. It's got a cool Rolling Stones cover of Rolling Stones' Give Me Shelter. But this is a band called Holy Soldier.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
And,
wow.
I think they only pressed 200 copies of this.
Man,
so,
that is so cool. Look at, wait, hold that up again.
You can tell, you know, if you look at those guys, what kind of music they play.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
no doubt in my mind.
That's right. So let me see. Was this colored vinyl? I can't remember if this was colored vinyl or not. No, this was just black vinyl.
Still, look at that.
So some little called Rocks Records, you know, and so I've never heard of them before, but I found an ad by accident on Facebook, and I was like, "What in the world?" So there was about a dozen other records I wanted to buy, but they were already sold out and out of print. So I snatched these last ones here, and this last one is a Canadian Christian band, and I've had this. See, they only put out one record. It came out in 1990, I believe. 1991. I still don't know how to pronounce their name.
Well, it's
maybe
Silom or something like that.
Maybe Altini can give it a shot.
Silom. Siloam. How do you pronounce that?
Say it again.
Siloam.
Siloam.
Well, there you go. So anyway,
you're asking Altini. He messes up orange.
That's right. Again, you can tell what kind of music
no,
these
it's
guys
orange.
play. There's a specific reason why I bought this record, though.
What is it?
Huh?
What's the reason?
Well, I used to play in a band back in the early to from the early mid 90s to the mid 2000s, and we were auditioning for vocalist probably in 1994, I think. And this guy named Tim LaRoche came and auditioned for the band and actually played with us for about 3 months. And it's this guy right here who was the lead guitar player in this band. And we were talking one day, getting to know each other, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to, I recorded a record with this band, Christian band out of Canada, and he let me borrow the CD, and I loved it. So I saw this on that website, and I was like, I've got to buy that. So it's yellow and red splatter.
Whoa, look at that! Wow,
this is really called
like
Starburst.
Pineapple.
Do what?
What do you?
A pineapple.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah. If you look down the center of a pineapple, yeah.
That's right. So anyway.
So what do they sound like, Jason?
Well, they're just, the typical early 90s, kind of bands like Firehouse and, Slaughter and those kinds of bands,
okay.
Just that kind of vein of early 90s metal.
So possibly like some poppy kind of stuff, or is it more of a Striper kind of thing?
No, it's not as heavy as Striper was early on. Maybe when Striper got more poppy towards, the end of the 80s.
Gotcha.
But yeah, more like your Firehouse and that vein of stuff that was coming out around that time. So
nice.
Well, that's what I got. Not interesting to anybody but me. So
no, it's cool stuff. I'd love to get that stuff. Are you kidding me? I love Holy Soldier. That first album is freaking awesome.
That first record is amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
We should do a show on Canadian groups.
Well, no, this is Canadian Christian metal.
Okay.
We're going to narrow it down as much as possible.
You know, we could do like
We should do a semi-Christian metal kind of thing because, man, there's some great bands out there.
So Altini wants to do Canadian, so we could do what? Rush and
oh no, we could do tons
Bryan
of
Adams and
BPO, Mike Altini and the Slap Shots.
That's right.
Alanis Morissette.
Look, there's
Justin Bieber, isn't he from Canada?
Yes, he is.
What about the band that been gone so long, she been gone, she been gone so long, so long. What's the name of that band?
What is that? Name that tune, Pat. What the fuck?
Okay, sorry there, Guy Smiley.
I don't know. What's the name of the band that you just?
I forget the name of the band. But they're Canadian. That's a great song. That's a great band. Loverboy, Rush, Triumph.
We could do a whole show from Canada.
Yeah, Coney Hatch.
Go to Canada and do the show from there.
Oh, that would be cool.
We could do Canadian carpool karaoke.
Well, yep. A real version.
Yes, as compared to the fake version that somebody else did. Anyway,
get the camera off me.
Okay, Mikey.
I got nothing.
You got.
This is the first week I didn't buy shit.
Well, two of the things I bought, I'm getting ready to show as my version of Rare. So.
All right. Well, let's start with that then.
Yeah, let's start with the Rare.
Okay, let's do that. Let's go to Rare.
You said you wanted a 15-minute show. Bam, we're done.
Well, again, there's variations on the word rare. You know,
Sure.
some of the stuff that Jason was showing, I would really, really consider some of that stuff where they only made a few hundred copies.
Yeah.
Really rare, you know.
Sure.
But most
that could have actually gone into the rare category.
Yeah, absolutely. Most of the stuff I think we're going to be showing as rare is maybe because it's a first pressing. It's a little harder to find. It's a little more expensive if you do find it. So people are just buying the newer stuff, you know, the remastered stuff. So anyway, I'm going to start out with this. In 1971, 72, a group called Alpha Omega started bootlegging Beatles compilations, and they were selling them. They were selling them on TV. Okay. Well, they got sued and they had to stop. But the Beatles realized when they saw how they were selling, and they were poor copies, the Beatles had the original tapes. They realized there was a market for these compilations. And that's when they came out with these two albums. The Blue Album, just named the Blue Album, and the Red Album, simply called the Red Album. The Blue and Red albums were a response to the bootlegs that came out previous to that. The red one, I've shown the blue one a couple of times before. I don't want to focus on that, but the red one is where you have to wait for it, but where it's a little more rare, okay? Because they did make an awful lot of these, and they sold great. But I mean, the reason these things were crazy popular was because of the songs. They were insane. I mean, this was songs from 67 to 70, okay? And it's like every song that you hear here is just off the charts. It's like Strawberry Fields Forever, Sgt. Pepper's, A Day in the Life, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, LSD. I Am the Walrus, Hello Goodbye. I'm just going to skip through a few. Hey Jude, Lady Madonna, Revolution, Back in the USSR, Skipping, Octopus's Garden, The Long and Winding Road. I mean, every one of these songs is a damned home run, in my opinion. They're just the best. These are great songs. Now, what I really wanted to show, though, was the Red Album from 62 to 66. And here we have the fine young lads up there, and what my father was calling long hair that he was never going to allow me to have. and a little later, it's like, careful what you wish for, Dad, because mine was longer than all of those.
Oh, boy.
But anyway, that was a long time ago. And so this is the Red Album. And once again, you know, both of these were in response to the bootlegs. And so the best stuff in the world is on these. This also is of course, a gatefold.
Yep.
Yeah, got the gatefold there. But and again, the songs. I mean, love me do, please me. I want to hold your hand. Again, just every other one here. A Hard Day's Night, Ticket to Ride, Yesterday, Help, We Can Work It Out. I love Day Tripper. When I was about 13 years old, I heard Day Tripper being played on the electric guitar down the street. And I wandered down the street, and it was one of my neighbors. I knew who was there. I went in the backyard, and there was my friend Billy Graham. He was about 5 years older than me, actually. Billy Graham and his buddy, and they were playing Day Tripper on their electric guitars. And I sat down, and they taught me how to play the opening riff, da 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 da. Anyway, I still play that today. That's about all I can play of that song. But anyway, so Michelle, Paperback Writer, Eleanor Rigby, Yellow Submarine. I mean, the songs are just crazy good. But what I thought made this a little more rare and worthy of showing on Rare Night was the fact that it was also originally pressed
nice
in red vinyl.
Wow.
And I'm talking about some very translucent. Mikey, can you see me flipping you off?
Yeah.
It's not that translucent.
So Capitol Records in some, I hate to handle these too much, translucent red. And I tell you, if you look at the vinyl, if it's possible to get a good look at it in these circumstances, it's absolutely beautiful. Naturally, the other one's exactly the same way. I'm not sure if there's a good reason to pull it out.
Now you've got to search out the blue one.
Huh?
Now you got to search out the blue one and find the blue one.
No, I have already, and they are out there.
Good.
I have, and they are out there. And yeah, no, but look how translucent that is. I mean,
I'm wondering if those are pretty pricey at this point.
Well, this is original press.
I mean, yeah. Wait a minute. I mean, is that a 90s press or an actual 60s press?
So this is supposed to be original press, sworn to by the guy that sold it to me.
Interesting.
But I believe him. He's a real musical guru. And no, they made some originally. They made them, not the majority of them, but some in the red vinyl. Okay, so that's my first offering. Semi-rare. If it was a steak, I'd call it medium rare. Next. Now this is the red album I bought this week. Okay, this album I also bought this week, and that's why I didn't show them earlier. And this is the second one of these I have, but the only one with the working zipper, sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers. Let me
pull the cover off. This is also an original pressing, and we have a zipper right here that goes up and down.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's an original pressing of Sticky Fingers. Thank you very much, Andy Warhol. And I couldn't resist it when I found it. I had to get it. The last one I saw, the vinyl was so bad on it that you were just buying the cover for the price, and I just couldn't bring myself to just buy a cover.
Royce, whatever you do not show that cover to Michael McVeigh. He'll get hungry for a pickle.
Good night.
Because he's the king of meat pickle.
I cleaned this up last night, and the vinyl is just beautiful. The original pressing. Yeah,
that's nice, man.
I know I don't have to read all the songs. Wild Horses. Oh my God. I think that's one of the favorite songs of every member of my family is Wild Horses. My wife and I were traveling down to Santa Ynez today, and I had my Led Zeppelin tape in, the one with Stairway to Heaven on it. And I've had it in my tape.
Wait. You had like a cassette tape?
Yeah, it was CD playing.
Okay, and that's not a tape. That's a CD.
No, it's not a tape. And this is not a, whatever. Okay, but anyway, my wife said, and I've listened to Stairway to Heaven a couple of times again, like I've been doing for like 2 weeks now. And she says, that's what we're going to play at your funeral. I mean, if I live longer than you, and I go, that's fine. That's what I would want played at my funeral, Stairway to Heaven.
What a good song.
Yeah. And so anyway, you've got Wild Horses, Can You Hear Me Knocking, Sway, just great songs here, you know. I Got the Blues, Sister Morphine.
That's a good record.
Sister Morphine and Dead Flowers. Come on, those songs are just epic, along with Wild Horses. Moonlight Mile, that's a great song too. So anyway, so I saw this with the working zipper. I walked in and I asked the guy, I said, well, you don't have what do you got that's a little on the rare side? You got sticky fingers with a moving zipper? He goes, yeah, 2 copies. I go, what? And so I picked up.
Hopefully he didn't charge you an arm and leg for it.
Well, you know, this is the guy I told you about. We bought the 2 that I showed you, the red vinyl and the sticky fingers there. And then we bought a really good Bob Dylan, pristine, great songs. Betty wanted a Neil Diamond, and Neil Diamond's got great songs too. I'm not putting him down. He wasn't as heavy but he's got great songs, and he's got a great voice. And then the guy stacked 5 or 6 other things in my hand, and he goes, just give me $100 for all of it. And yeah, I mean, because the price tag on the red vinyl one was, I think, $50, and the zipper was about $60, which I thought was a little on the high side. And
it is a little on the high side, yeah.
I was not going to buy him until he shouted out this deal to me, you know. And so then I went ahead and did that. But anyway, I'll throw this one in, and I'm going to say rare just because the songs are so old on this. And this is
you know what? I want to jump in on, you know, Wild Horses.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how all of a sudden they got those Southern accents when they were singing?
Yeah. You know, they do that on some songs. You know, like The Girl with the Faraway Eyes. I think that has kind of a Southern sound to it.
Oh yeah,
you know?
big time.
Even
I like
the beat and stuff
the
like
Englishman
that.
with a fake Southern accent. You know,
Right.
Horses couldn't drag me away.
Couldn't drag me. Yeah. Marilyn Monroe, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, 60th anniversary. And these are some old songs on this album. And I'm going to pull it out. It also had this little insert here. Okay, for what it's worth. But let's see. Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. I asked my wife to put some clothes on the backside. She didn't do that good of a job. I got in trouble for this showing it once before. Anyway, so it's I mean Marilyn really looks pretty here, you know.
It's funny. Jason and I were having a debate about that. Not Marilyn, but something else today about showing a record, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, nah, I better not.
This picture on the back is I want to say it out loud so everybody understands. It's nothing but art, actually. It was the Playboy centerfold picture, and you can see my wife added some clothing. Those are cutouts of Post-it notes. And anyway, so let's go back to this pretty face here. I mean, I think that's as pretty as I've ever seen Marilyn. Anyway, I'm going to put this back in here, but I do want to read the songs because the songs are pretty classic. And we have got Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Really? My Heart Belongs to Daddy. He must be the one that buys all the diamonds. I'm Through with You. Okay, I'm through with you.
You didn't buy me any more diamonds.
When Love Goes Wrong, Nothing Goes Right with Jane Russell. Okay. Bye Bye Baby, also with Jane Russell. A Fine Romance. She Acts Like a Woman Should. Do It Again. After You Get What You Want, You Don't Want It. She was ahead of her time. River of No Return. And my favorite, I've seen it on TV more than once. Happy Birthday, Mr. President. Mr. President, sang to John F. Kennedy, excuse me. And I can remember seeing that many times on television. Happy Birthday, Mr. President. And the funny thing is, I mentioned this before. I don't want to bore everybody, but I used to sit around when I was a kid and watch the old movies with my mother. You know, the dancing movies with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers and all of them, and the movies with actresses and actors like this and Clark Gable, and they had a good movie together. I think called the Roundabouts or something like that. Marilyn Monroe and Clark Gable. But my mother, she was born in the later 20s. And so she knew all these people. She loved all that music, Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra, all that type of music. My mother loved it all. Whereas my father was a country guy, and so there was always that. Anyway, so we would sit there and watch these old movies together, and maybe it was a Marilyn Monroe movie, and my mother would lean forward and whisper to me, and she's whispering a rumor about Marilyn Monroe. It might have had to do with Kennedy or who knows, but it's funny because we were the only two people in the room, and for her to say it, she wouldn't say it out loud. She had to lean forward and whisper it. I always got a kick out of that. So anyway, so that was my third one. Now I got a few here to pick from, and I could probably do 6 or 7 and be happy, but I'm gonna have to pick the Beatles Revolver original UK Parlophone pressing. Yeah,
very nice.
I'm going to pull that out. I really scored when I first started buying vinyl again, bulk, really searching it out. I went down to Santa Maria, which is about 55 miles away. They had a big case of it out in the garage, and stuff like this was in it. And I think I spent $160, and I'm so grateful every time I pull this stuff out and see what I got for $160. But anyway, this is Revolver. I probably got about 10 albums, 12 albums for $160. Not only was this one of them, but another Parlophone UK original pressing was one of them. A different album. So anyway, I'm going to pull this out because you've got to see the Parlophone label. Parlophone. And that is UK Parlophone.
That's cool.
And this vinyl is really pretty.
Looks in pretty good shape.
No, it's actually Pat. It's in excellent shape.
Oh.
It's an excellent. There's no scratches on it.
That's great.
So,
that was you found that at a garage sale?
Kind of a garage sale, yeah. They were advertising. They were advertising.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's got the number PMC 7009. If you look it up, they reference that on the original. It's got Taxman, Eleanor Rigby. Skip around here a little bit. Love you do, love you too. Okay, whatever. Yellow Submarine. She said. Okay. What else do we have here? We've got Good Day Sunshine. Okay. And Your Bird Can Sing. Okay, good. I want to tell you. It must be about The Secret, I guess. Tomorrow Never Knows. Anyway, I skipped through them, but anyway, this is a great album, very popular. Totally a cool cover.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you look at the guys on the back. Okay, so that's pressed in the UK by Parlophone.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's a little rare. It's not. You can't just go to any record store and pick this up. I mean, it's pretty rare. So I think I have one more to do, and it's really a hard choice here. I've got some good stuff. I've got one that I just absolutely love, but I think I've showed it like 3 times. So I'm going to show this one instead. And that's an original pressing of Prince and the Revolution, Purple Rain.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. And this is a great album. I mean, it's a great album. It's got some goodies in here too. It's not just the album.
Got the poster.
Yes. In fact, I'm gonna have to stand up to show it. It's so big. If I remember right, I haven't pulled it out in a while. Maybe it's not that big.
That's what she said.
He said, "Hold on, let me get my glasses."
Okay, it actually is pretty big.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That hung over my bed when I was a teenager.
Oh, did it really?
Oh yeah.
Sure, who didn't have that record? I mean, come on, it's a fantastic record.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. This is one of my Desert Island records. This is one of my all-time favorite records ever recorded. Perfect record.
It is, isn't it?
Not a bad song on it.
You know,
no filler at all.
I appreciate him more as time goes on. You know,
chock full of hits.
I found a repress, a remastered of the Black album, the really rare one that's worth like a fortune, right? And the one I used on my advertisement for the show. But okay. Oh my God,
Altini. I wouldn't have admitted to that, Altini.
That's because I'm a manly man.
No. Okay, whatever.
Okay, so that's it. That's it. It's like as new condition, actually.
That's in great shape.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, well that's my stuff. I mean, I have more. I had a hard time deciding what to show this just now, and I didn't even go through all the stuff I had when I picked these out. But the collection keeps getting bigger. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to build some shelves or something.
That's right. You're going to buy more shelves. That's what we all do.
That's what we all do. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What are you going to do, right? Okay, so let's see, Pat. I think we're heading your way now.
Oh boy!
I want to say one thing to the chat. Listen, guys.
Yeah.
Could you please, when all four of us are done unboxing our rarities, do you guys mind listing like 1, 2, 3? This was my top choice. This is my second choice. This is my third choice. I would really like to hear what you guys think was great. Okay.
Like their favorites of the rarest of the rares.
Yeah, or just what your favorite was, just in order of number 1 being the one you like the most, 2 the next one, 3 the next one. I'd just really like to see what you guys liked. Okay.
Well, according to Altini, according to Altini, he loves to listen to Bruce Springsteen on a nude beach.
Great. Hey, before we move on to Pat, a little information.
Okay.
You don't have to come to me. You don't have to.
Okay.
That's fine. Leave us right there.
Okay, good.
I was curious about your Beatles colored vinyl, so I looked up the red and blue albums.
Okay.
And this is the information that we find. It was originally released in 1973, red and blue both. They were both on black vinyl. There was a second pressing in 76, and then in 78 they issued the colored vinyl versions of those 2 records.
Okay.
So that's a 78 pressing. That's awesome.
78 pressing, red and blue vinyl. I actually found a copy of each sealed on eBay in one auction.
Whoa!
For $300.
Nice. So, for how much?
$300. Sealed. Both sealed.
Both sealed. Right.
I might buy that.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, I'd like to get the blue one and colored.
I never realized those came in colored vinyl.
Oh man, they did reissue them recently.
Oh yeah,
on colored vinyl too.
Yeah, they're still available now. So
you can still get them in colored vinyl.
I don't know about colored, but I know you can still buy them. We sell them all the time. They may be just black, so I don't know about the colored vinyl. I'll have to look when we get a chance.
Yeah.
All right,
that's
guys.
Very cool.
Okay, Pat, we're coming your way, buddy.
All right, this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy one, so please, guys, I know that sometimes these videos get long, but try to stay with us, everybody in the chat, because there are some good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff here. Everybody's going to show. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this, but I think I showed Jason one time. This is my copy of Beatles Yesterday and Today. And I think this might be a butcher cover. Because I think I see something over here. I don't know if you...
Next time I'm at your house, let's try to remember to bring it out, because I want to look too.
I mean, some of these are hard to see. Some of them are very, very easy to see. And I've matched this up with one, and his definitely was a butcher cover, but sometimes the glue underneath can kind of mess with it. this isn't in the greatest shape. I mean, it's kind of splitting on the bottom there a little bit.
Let's talk, Pat, about what you're supposed to be looking for there.
Okay, so
to identify a butcher cover.
Okay, so to identify a butcher cover right here, that's where Ringo is, and you're going to see the cut of his what is it? His doctor's suit, right? And he's wearing a black shirt underneath. So right here, you see the V-neck of his shirt.
It's hard to tell. I don't think we can tell through these screens. Of course, I think you're just wanting it to be there. So maybe.
No, I mean, I've sat there and looked at it, and I go, possibly. Okay.
Yeah.
So possibly. I'm not saying that this is.
Let's do a reveal right here on the show and start peeling.
Do you know how long that would take? Oh my gosh. But okay, so needless to say, this could be okay. But all right, let's move on to the next one. This is
Clouseau over here.
Yeah, this is 1966. So in case anybody's wondering, the vinyl is in kind of a. Let's see. I think it's in okay shape.
And of course, maybe Pat, maybe people watching, I know some of these guys know, but maybe some of them don't know exactly what we're talking about with the butcher cover.
Okay, so what happened is when the Beatles put out Yesterday and Today, it had a picture of the guys, not this picture, because this is supposedly they covered it up with this picture.
Right.
And the picture, they're holding butchered babies like dolls, and there's blood all over the place, and so it was very shocking for them. So they said, no, we can't do this. So let's put this layered photo over the top of what we have.
Right.
And
instead of making new jackets, they made an overlay.
Can you see where my finger is here?
Yeah.
I mean, it is an overlay. Sure. I just don't know if it's the real butcher cover underneath.
Right, that could be the original tip-on sleeve, the way they made tip-on sleeves back
That's
then.
right, the tip-on sleeve. You're absolutely correct. So again, this, I thought it was kind of rare. It could be, it may not be. Maybe I want to see it. I've seen it. I've seen others, and it kind of looks pretty close. Okay, moving fast forward here. This is from 1982. Altini, this is from your backyard, my friend.
Okay.
This is what we have. Twisted Sister Rough Cuts. This is the original pressing from on Secret Vinyl. And actually, it is autographed. I'm just missing D. So it's in pretty good shape, actually.
All right, because Rough Cuts, I mean, that was the only thing that came out on Secret Records, and they went bankrupt.
Yeah. Let's see here. This is
what year?
1982.
82.
And this is more like of an EP instead of a full-length record.
What's on it?
Oh, that's a good question here. Let me see.
That was recorded in England.
Yeah, this was pressed in England. So this is a UK pressing here. Can you see the titles back there?
Is it studio or live tracks?
I think it's live. I think it's
no, that's studio. And what do you call it? And you see that picture on the back?
Yeah.
That's taken by a New York Times photographer that was at the Palladium.
Oh, wow. There you go. Can you see the titles?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Oh,
Under the Blade, Leader of the Pack, What You Don't Know, and Shoot 'Em Down.
Yep.
And I was talking to JJ the other day, and he said that if he could do anything over, he would not have done Leader of the Pack.
I think that's.
I think we would encourage him not to redo Leader of the Pack.
Well, that was D. They didn't want to do it. D insisted.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. And they said if they could do it all over again, they would have never did that, and they would have. There's a song that they did, "Fire Still Burns."
Mm-hmm.
They would have released that song instead, but D was so pig-headed about it. They didn't have a choice.
I gotcha. Well, okay, moving on. Thank you very much for that, Altini. I'm actually wearing something that is pretty rare.
Union T-shirt. I was going to say that earlier.
Okay, this is an original. Never been worn. I wore it tonight just so I could coincide with the next album here. This is Bruce Kulick and John Corabi's Union record.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, wow.
So after Bruce left Kiss, well, actually, they did the reunion tour and stuff like that. So he got together with John Corabi and two other guys and formed this band Union. And they originally put this album on CD. And then in 90, gosh, what was it? Like 4 years later, Jason, they released this on vinyl?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So this is actually pretty hard to get.
It's very hard to get the original pressing of it.
Yeah. And it's not a look, if they go to repress it, I hope they do something, because this particular
it did get repressed.
This particular pressing is not the greatest. I think it sounds okay compared to what the music sounds like on CD. It's a really good record. If you've never listened to it, go check it out. It's really, really good stuff.
Yep.
So we got Brent Fitz on there now. He's in Slash's band. He's also been playing with Bruce Kulick and Bob Kulick when they do he's been in the Gene Simmons solo band. Who else has he been in, Jason? Brent Fitz.
Everybody.
Yeah, I think he's Three Dog Night. No, was it? Gosh, it's I can't remember if he's in Three Dog Night. He was also with what do you call it?
What do you call it?
What do you call it? The Whitford.
Somebody is rubbing off on you, man.
Yeah, he was in Whitford, Brad Whitford and St. Holmes.
Derek St. Holmes.
Derek St. Holmes' band, Whitford St. Holmes. He was the drummer for them for a little while too. So here you go, Union's debut album.
What do you?
That sounds cool.
Yeah, what do you call it?
Love. I don't.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, John Corabi's vocals are just absolutely.
Everything John has ever done is magic.
Oh, he's just a great singer. Okay, this is from 1992. This is a self-titled record, but it is very hard to get. This is King's X.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this isn't their first album, but this is what, number 6 down the line, Jason?
Fourth album.
Fourth, okay.
Right after Faith, Hope, Love.
So again, go figure. Anything in the 90s pretty much got slapped onto CD, and so they, very few vinyl pressings of anything from the 93 on are very hard to find.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is 1992. This is a German pressing, I believe.
No, a German pressing, huh?
Yeah, I don't think there was ever a U.S. pressing of that, was there?
No kidding.
No. And what was that little hype sticker say there, Jason?
Yes. Features Black Flag, Prisoner, plus Junior's Gone Wild.
There you go.
So they put Junior's Gone Wild on the vinyl. That is great. Junior's Gone Wild was on a soundtrack called Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah, Bogus Journey.
And it was not originally included on this record right here. So that's cool that they put that on there.
So this is on the Atco label.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, this thing sounds amazing.
That was reissued along. Now, I showed a King's X record on the Desert Island episode, and it was that album that Pat is holding was reissued as a 2LP a few years ago from Metal Blade. They licensed them and reissued them. But to find a 90s pressing of it, I've never seen one other than Pat's in person. Never. So
there you go. There's a great picture of the band. We were talking last week, Jason. I can't tell if Doug still had the mohawk going on there.
He had the frizzy mohawk on there. Okay,
there you go. Yeah, so great 3-piece band. Again, awesome. Okay, so this one here is from 1982, I believe. No, this is 85. I'm sorry. This is 85. A lot of people may have never heard these guys, but this is a pretty hard record to find. Can you read the name there, Jason?
No. Is it Sweet something?
It's called Sweet Savage.
Sweet Savage.
Sweet Savage.
Yeah,
Wow.
Joey C. Jones. I think he's from Florida or something like that.
From Florida.
Something like that. But Dana Strum actually produced this record. It's an independent one, and it's really, really tough to find. And
I've never heard of it, Pat. I would love to know what it sounds like.
Oh, it's. I think this is right up your alley. I mean,
I'm sure it is. It looks like it's up my alley.
Yeah, yeah. Can't tell what label this is on. Again, it's an independent kind of thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
who knows?
You know, but really, actually, kind of hard to find. And I thought I'd just, well, you know, this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but it sure is mine. And
sure,
you know, I thought I'd show it. And you can find this on YouTube and check out what it sounds like.
I will. I'll look them up.
You know, but was it Sweet Savage, right?
Sweet Savage.
Okay. So we got Sweet Savage there. This one here, Jason has actually seen in person. This is 1981, and Royce, you did not find this in your stack of good stuff. Although we wish you did. And hold on a second here. I got to do something.
Hey, you froze.
Pat froze himself.
That is a SpongeBob.
All right, Pat. Let me. Geez, what's going on here?
Pat is out of here.
Pat's constipated.
I bet I know what happened. I bet somebody texted him or something. I don't know. And he
drop it down, pull him back up. Didn't make.
No, it's not you. It's him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
okay.
him.
Well, we'll leave him
what are
here.
you doing back here on the couch, LT?
I was taking a break.
You were laying on the couch.
Oh God, dang, that was hilarious. Thank God you weren't naked.
Yeah. No, don't give me no fucking idea.
No, you're right. Oh man.
Hey, Julia, you might have heard me munching on the last of my ice in my In-N-Out Diet Pepsi cup
with vodka. But anyway.
No, I don't have anything to drink tonight. And I can't walk away from the screen, you know, or I'd go get myself a drink. But
now you can walk away from the screen if you want to.
Look,
Altini did. Altini took a nap.
So wait, well, we're waiting for Pat. I hardly got anything. You want to see what I got?
Yeah, let's show it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Well, I got this crazy album that has Royce on the cover. I couldn't believe I found it.
No, I could hardly wait.
Hilarious. Spike Jones.
Spike Jones.
I don't know anybody who's got this record but me.
I've never seen it in my life.
There you have it.
What is it?
Especially with Royce on the cover.
Spike Jones, isn't he a rapper?
Come on. This guy, he used to do funny, like funny songs, and he makes up songs, and then he's got all the sound effects in it. You never heard of Spike Jones? Royce, you had to hear of Spike Jones.
I don't know that I have. How long ago was this?
Spike Jones, man, this was this was reprinted in 1976. Come on.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's old.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Pat's back. You want to continue, Pat?
Oh, what yeah, sorry about that. Were you? I don't know what happened.
Sorry, Mikey.
Well, I mean, continue okay, never mind. Okay. All right.
I'll go back to the couch.
Yeah, Altini was on the couch when you went away and Royce pulled all of us back up.
Yeah,
Altini was on the couch back there taking a
nap. Thanks for joining us there, Altini. I appreciate that. Okay, so what I was saying is Jason actually saw this several times. This is from 1981, I believe. This is and Royce, you did not find this in that stack of wet records that you got a couple of weeks ago, although You did get a version of it, but it's not this version. This is Motley Crue's "Too Fast for Love" on their independent leather records.
Now, how long have you had that?
I've had this since day one.
Oh my God!
He's about to show you what's really great about this.
Okay.
Okay.
The great thing about this is that, well, I didn't get this from their day one. I got it from my day one. Okay. Which happens to be, this is the third pressing of this particular record. But in any case, it's still pretty hard to find.
Insanely rare.
Yeah. Okay. And back when I got this, again, I was an autograph fiend. My good friend Anthony White is actually watching right now. He knows because he used to go with us all the time to get autographs. And the great thing about this is that I actually got this thing signed on the back.
Put Pat back on this big screen.
Put Pat back on the big screen. Okay, where are we? Here we go.
Look at that. Let There Be Madness, Nikki Sixx. Look, that's not how he signs now, folks. That's a what, a 1982 autograph, or is it an 81 autograph?
81, I believe.
81.
Yeah.
So we see Pat, Rock the World, Vince Neil. Flip it on around. Flip it a little bit more, like the corner up. There you go. Pat. What's that say?
Work. A world.
Damnation.
No,
world domination.
Yeah.
World domination. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Mick. All right, flip it one more time. Look, Pat, drums and leather, Tommy Lee. None of those signatures look like that anymore, folks. I bet you if Pat were to put that damn thing up for sale right now, it'd get $3,000 to $5,000.
No.
Easy.
Okay.
Wow.
And Royce, this is what we were talking about on your version, okay? Because your version, right across the top here, it says Motley Crue in red. You see how this is off to the side, and it's kind of not. Some of them are filled in, some aren't. Again, this is the third pressing. The first press, I believe it's you can see this a little bit better. I think it's all in white. Okay. All right. And there is an insert that comes with it. And this is the original insert.
Okay.
With the photo there. And you got the lyrics on the back. In case you want to read, all the lyrics there. And you think it says, "Have you been to the mountains?" No, it doesn't say that. It says this.
You're a dick.
You're a dick.
It says you're a dick, Pat.
And this is the third label. The original label is black and white. They actually changed it to color.
Okay.
Okay. So your label doesn't look like that.
No.
Yeah, your version is on Elektra Records.
Yeah, yours is on Elektra.
This is on Leather Records.
This is on their own label called Leather Records.
Where does it say that? Leather.
I want to say it says it on the, hold on one second.
Definitely says it on the jacket, I'm almost certain.
Yeah, it says it on the back, I believe.
It says Leather Records, or
well, actually, it might even say it on the spine too, if you can.
Leather, right in the middle. It says Leather Records.
Leathur.
Leather Records. That's right.
Yeah. Yes, it does, Pat.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Elektra is nowhere to be found on copies, Pat. No. Pat's copy.
No.
Okay, we move on to, I believe, 1990. This is an original press. This is right up Jason's alley of the first.
Yes.
Steelheart.
Steelheart, yeah.
Tough as hell to find. Look at that hype sticker.
Look at it. See, that's back when they put hype stickers on
the jacket.
Yeah, actually on the jacket. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I know you. I know you don't care for it, but I kind of like that.
Well, I don't know, man.
I think this is on, what label is this? Is this on MCA?
MCA, yeah.
MCA? Okay.
Yeah, MCA signed a buku of bands there at the end of the glory days.
So actually, this is the start of the CD era, right in the middle of the, what do you call, like the...
what do you call it?
What do you call it? The hair metal, whatever you want to title it or whatever. To me, it's all rock and roll. This is the singer. The singer on this particular band, he's got an extremely high voice. What were some of the hits, Jason, that he sang?
I'll Never Let You Go.
Yeah, Never Let You Go.
Everyone loves Eileen.
Everyone loves. Yeah.
What's the? There was another big ballad on there. I Have No Testicles.
I mean, he sings pretty damn high.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Their second record is fantastic and much heavier than the first record.
Yep.
Do you have Tangled in Rains on vinyl?
That's the one with the heart, right? And
no, the first one is the heart.
Okay, so there was two different covers for that particular record, right? This original cover and then the one with the bedazzled heart,
yes,
right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I do not have the second one.
The second one, yeah. I think it came out in 92.
Okay. Moving on
that's when they were on tour with Slaughter, and
that's right.
He climbed up that truss and nearly killed himself. Yeah.
That's right. So the singer thought he could go up on the lighting truss, and this was at Red Rocks in Colorado.
Yep.
And they were on tour with Slaughter and Kiss, and he goes up on the truss, and the whole truss thing falls down. He breaks his nose, all kinds of stuff. Well, the story goes is that he broke his nose and probably an arm or a leg or something like that. Yeah. And it took him a long time to recover, and the band
split up.
Yeah, had the band split up because that was a big no to do. You don't put everybody in jeopardy like that.
Right.
So anyway, moving on. Needless to say, they're a good band. Go check it out. This is from 1990. This is original pressing of
Love It.
Damn Yankees, and I think pretty much everybody has to know this record.
Yeah,
you got
Damn Yankees.
Yeah, you got Ted Nugent, Jack Blades, Tommy Shaw, and Cardellino. What's his name? The drummer?
Michael Cardellino.
Michael Cardellino. Yeah, great record. Actually, kind of hard to find an original pressing. They've done one or two. I think one of these on Friday Music, and oh my gosh, it really does sound good. I have the Friday.
Didn't Music on Vinyl do one too?
I'm sorry. I take that back. Music on Vinyl. Yeah. Music on Vinyl. They did a reissue. Sounds great. Again, pretty much everybody knows this record, I would think.
Big record, big hits.
Yeah.
High enough.
Yeah.
I mean, huge hit.
Huge hit. What label is this?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Looks like an old Van Halen record.
There you go. It's a pretty decent shape.
Yeah,
and again, the reason why these are kind of rare is because this is 1990, again, right when the mass media was CDs.
Is that a U.S. pressing?
This is a U.S. pressing with the barcode down there.
Oh wow, good.
And I thought it could have been like a club pressing, but I didn't see anything on this that says it was a club pressing.
It doesn't look like a record club pressing to me.
Yeah, I mean the artwork.
A lot of times, what Pat is talking about is a lot of times you'll see some of these records from 90 to 92 or 93, if they're U.S. pressings, kind of like the first Slaughter, Stick It To You. As far as like commercial copies to buy, there's really only a record club pressing, because the record clubs like Columbia House were still pressing vinyl.
That's right.
But most of the major labels had stopped pressing vinyl by 1990.
And you could have gotten that for a penny back in the day.
That's right. And still being sued for not paying for it.
Okay, this is not everybody's cup of tea, but I need to show it because it is on the rare side. This is from 1991, a Canadian singer that our dear friend Mark Slaughter appeared on. This is Chrissy Steele.
Oh, nice.
Magnet to steel. Magnet to steel. The only way I can describe her vocals, she's a lot like an Ann Wilson kind of singer who's got a really nice grit to her voice and can sing super loud and high and everything, man. This record is unbelievably good. I mean, really good. This is a UK pressing, so this was never released in the United States. I don't think that there is a insert in it. And what label is that, guys?
That's Chrysalis.
Oh yeah, Chrysalis. There you go. So this is an EMI pressing.
That's right.
From the UK. Chrissy Steele, go check it out. There's a song called there's a video for it. It is Love Don't Last Forever. So if you want to check this out, Love Don't Last Forever. Our dear friend Mark Slaughter does background vocals on that. So there you go. Chrissy Steele. Okay, moving fast forward to 1994, I believe.
Here we go. Here's a rare one.
Okay, 1994. This is Boston's Walk On picture disc. So this is Boston's 4th album on picture disc. I got this at Tower Records for a whopping
$7.99.
$7.99.
Wow, you're kidding
now,
me.
now if you try to find this, whew, you're probably looking at about a $200 record. To coincide with that, I had to get the actual vinyl.
And of course, it's signed.
Yeah, we actually got to see this tour. It had Brad Delp and Fran Cosmo singing on this record. So they had 2 singers. And what a fantastic record it is. Gatefold, just awesome record. This is their 4th in the series. Very, very underrated, great record. If you like Boston, you like their stuff, go check it out, man. It is so cool. This is a great record.
Only one copy of the picture disc has sold recently on eBay, and it went for $170.
Okay, so
and the LP, only one copy sold August 22nd. It went for $190.
Okay, so let's see. There we go.
Yeah, clean.
This is 1994. Boston's Walk On.
Very nice.
Just awesome record. Awesome. Okay. Let's hold on one second here. I need to do something. Put that there. Do this there. Okay. Oh boy, we got a doozy here, folks. We got a doozy here, and I did not write the date on this, so I'm gonna kick myself in the butt. But we're gonna go down the Black Sabbath catalog here, and I believe this is from 90, I think.
Wow.
This is Black Sabbath, Headless Cross.
No.
So this has got Tony Martin singing on this.
Tony Martin.
I think Cozy Powell played drums on it.
Wow.
Or Eric. No. Did Eric Singer play on this?
I don't think Singer played on a studio album. I think he did demos with them and.
No. He played on the Seventh Sign album.
Oh, did he play on the Seventh Sign album? Okay.
Yeah. Comes with an insert. This is a UK press here. Super hard record to find on vinyl. You can find it on CD. Definitely not on vinyl. As far as I know, there's no repress of this yet. And this is, oh gosh, what label is this? This is Sire or no? IRS. Yeah. Oh, there we go. IRS.
Wow.
So again, if you like Black Sabbath, this particular album, this particular album sounds a lot like the Dio era kind of Black Sabbath. When Dio left, they got another guy by the name of Tony Martin, who kind of sounds like Dio, to take over.
It was Dean Martin's son, right?
Yeah, but could be, could be. So moving on in the series, you know, there are two very hard Black Sabbath albums to well, actually three. I don't have the third because I don't know if it's actually on vinyl. I believe this is TYR.
Oh gosh, yes, that is a great Sabbath record that no one's ever heard.
Never heard of it.
It's so good.
Good.
I mean, haven't heard of it either.
This is TYR, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Great. Tony Martin singing on this one. This is a UK pressing. This could be on the same label. Maybe not. What label is this here? Not sure what label that is, guys.
It's IRS as well.
Okay. Black label instead of like a white. A couple of hard finds right there. I think this has got to be. I forgot to look at what year these guys came out in. Probably hard to see there. You probably can't see it.
Oh wow, it is. Well, I can't read the last line. That might be where that.
Maybe pull it back a little bit. Nope, forget it.
Nope.
Okay.
Forget it.
Forget about it.
Forget
Okay.
about it.
Forget about that shit.
Okay, so and this is definitely going to be right up Jason's alley here. This is from 19.
Pat is right up my alley.
Yeah, I think 1990. I think, or this could be 91. No, this is 90. This is Firehouse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that record so
Woo
much.
woo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Great
that.
band.
A whale washed ashore on Saturday.
Yeah.
Really pretty hard album to find on vinyl. Let's go to the second one here. The second Firehouse album.
Even tougher to find.
Huh.
This is 91 here, right? Or 92?
It may be 92. 90. The first one's 90. So.
Is that when you actually bought them as well, Pat?
No. This I got these several years later. Again, Firehouse is a lot. I mean, they're a great rock band. They're kind of poppy, yet they can be really hard. I mean, you just go look them up. They're good stuff.
Scott Harris just said no DeMauls. I love DeMauls.
Demal. Okay.
DeMauls. That DeMauls record is incredible.
Moving on to something extremely hard to get from 1984. I know you had already moved from Las Vegas, Royce, by that time. But had you stuck around, you probably would have went to a backyard party where these guys were playing all the time. Our dear friend, Mr. Anthony White, was a drummer of this. He's hopefully still watching. This is Excursion's second attempt on vinyl. This is a full-length record. This is 1984. It's called Ready to Roll. We got Mark Slaughter, Anthony White, and our dear friend Al Rumley over there. Well, he called himself Rex Rumley on the record, but this is an independent record. There's only 500 of these.
Wow.
I designed the logo in high school.
No kidding.
Yeah. This was everybody had pulled together and actually decided to get these guys in the studio, record a record, make it. And these guys were so big at the time in Vegas, we could go to do a concert out in the desert and charge $5 a piece or $3 or whatever it was. People would bring kegs of beers and trash cans full of jungle juice and all kinds of stuff, and we'd have generators out there, and there'd be like 3 or 4 bands, and before you know it, some drunken idiot would throw a tire onto a fire,
right?
And as soon as that thing starts flaming up, it burns black smoke. So what happens when people see black smoke? The fire department comes out.
Absolutely.
That was like the original Burning Man, huh?
Yeah. And so here's what the actual label looks like.
Yeah, that's cool.
These are really, really hard to find.
I can imagine.
These days.
I'm grateful that I was able to trade Pat something for a copy.
Yeah,
because I have a couple of copies of the Skull Queen. Right.
So yeah, so what happened was this band was around from like 1980 to like 85, almost 85. This is probably the third rendition of this band. Mark was, we were all young at this point in time, just young kids, still in high school. Well, actually, we were out of high school at this time. So this was recorded in 83, released in 84. Here's the back here. You can see I was a guitar tech for Mark back then. Or what? Yeah, I was guitar tech, right?
Pat Lucero, guitar. Yep.
Yeah.
Road crew.
Yeah. So sometimes I would bounce from being Mark's guitar tech to being Anthony's drum tech. So a lot of great memories in this. I do know that there is a version of this on YouTube. So if you're kind of curious to hear what these guys sounded like, go check it out. It's kind of really cool, hard, progressive rock, even though they kind of look different on the cover. To coincide with that, I actually have the test pressing.
Woohoo, baby, right there. I love it.
So test pressings are just a sample, so you can listen to it before it goes on to actual pressing.
Right.
And they don't do much to them except press the vinyl. And so when you see a test pressing, there's really not going to be anything on it except for possibly some handwriting. So since this was Excursion, of course they had the code was X0079, and this thing probably was played once.
Yeah, as it was designed. Play once to make sure there are no issues with the plates. You okay it, and then they start pressing.
Yeah, once you listen to this and you give it the A-OK, they go, all right, time to start making records.
I'm currently waiting on test pressings to come in for our Slaughter box set.
I'm so glad that you just mentioned that, because that is exactly what's coming up next.
Interesting how that all ties together. It's almost like we rehearsed this before the show.
Yeah. So this is Slaughter's second record, The Wildlife, on vinyl, which is extremely hard to find. It was only released in the US as a club pressing. So again, this is your Columbia House, let's get it for a penny kind of a situation.
Right.
Okay.
It's not the best looking. It sounds okay. And of course, this is had my dear friends sign this one, right?
Scribble all over it for some reason.
Scribble all over it. There's a picture of the guys on the back. It actually does have a gatefold. Oh, I think something just flew out of it.
Something did fall out of that.
I think. Oh my gosh, I think I actually had the club info on it. Okay, so I'll find that in a second. So,
hey, listen, guys, I gotta run. It's 11:30. I gotta go.
All right.
We'll see you, Altini.
All right.
Thank you,
easy,
buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Always fun. Look forward to you next week.
All right. Sorry, guys, I'm taking so long here, but there's a little bit to show here. Okay, so we got Slaughter's The Wildlife.
Nice.
Incidentally, my label will be reissuing that in a box set.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Coming up next, we've got, this is right up Jason's alley here too.
Oh, yes, that's my favorite Striper record.
So this is Striper, Against the Law. This is, again, right around that 1990 era, right, Jason?
That's right.
Basically, Royce, what you may not know is the Striper's a Christian band. They all dressed in like black and yellow outfits and stuff like that. So for this album, they stripped down and just did nothing. They just showed themselves on it.
Yep. And it's not a Christian record, and it basically destroyed and broke the band up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting story.
Yeah.
And again, this is a hard pressing to find.
You will not, if you follow Michael Sweet, he does not have fond things to say about this record.
I absolutely love it. But anyway,
it's my favorite.
That's
record.
That's me. Okay. The next
their
thing,
cover of Shining Star on that record.
Oh my gosh, they do it. They do a great version of Earth, Wind and Fire's Shining Star, and you should check out the video. It's pretty cool.
So
okay,
good.
Speaking of Striper, this is their first EP. I actually have it framed. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not.
Move it to your right. There you go.
Yeah.
Tilt it backwards towards you. No, tilt it. Tilt.
Lean the top back.
There you go. Well, that's a little much. Perfect. That's good.
Got
Perfect.
A full moon.
Okay. This particular album, I think there's 100 of these out there, because you see the hand pointing right there, and there are 4 rockets on each side, but I believe Roberts is not on there. And if you look at the original pressing, they move it out a little bit more, so the hand is, I think, it's extended a little bit further. Does this look like a full wrist or a half a wrist there? What do you see there?
I don't know.
A full wrist or a half a wrist?
Yeah, you see the hand that's pointing. Usually, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, see rockets pointing.
Yeah, I don't really see it.
So there should be right in the middle. There should be a hand somewhere right over here. I think
down at the bottom. Down at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a very.
Oh no, I see the hand now.
Okay, you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so on they fixed this version, and so you see the full hand, and they fix one of the rockets.
Interesting.
And I got these guys to sign this very early on. You're never going to see Michael Sweet sign an autograph like that again.
Wow.
Okay.
Cool.
And it was on, of course, yellow vinyl.
Perfect.
Because they had, if I could show you the back of the album, Royce, I'd show it to you, because they have their costumes on.
Yellow costume.
All in yellow. This is on an independent label called Enigma. So this is their first press of the Yellow and Black Attack.
That's a raw and heavy record.
What year would you say that is, Pat?
This is what, 83, Jason?
83. I believe it's 83.
Yeah,
Yes.
1983.
They were raw and heavy, man.
Yeah, and this particular mix on this record is different from when they got signed.
That's right.
Just like the Motley Crue record.
That's right.
So that going back to that Motley Crue record, it sounds much different than your pressing does, Royce.
Okay.
Oh, way different.
Yeah, way different.
Yeah,
okay,
because Michael Wagner got a hold of it for Elektra, right?
Yeah. Yep.
For the Motley Crue. Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing I have, sorry to take so long, but I thought I'd have to end this one here with this one. This is Van Halen Balance.
Wow, look at that.
Dang. Oh my God.
I haven't seen that in a while.
You won't see it on vinyl too much. It's near impossible to find.
So
that record came out in 94, right?
Yeah, so the reason why this is in here, it's because it's in a frame, and I put like guitar picks and all kinds of cool stuff in there, you know. So this is the actual vinyl, and I had it signed by all the guys.
There's no telling what that would sell for now.
That's impressive.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Van Halen Balance, and here is the vinyl. We'll put this here. Okay, hold on a second here. It comes with an insert. You can see all 4 guys there: Sammy, Alex, Dave, and Eddie.
Okay.
Believe there's lyrics on the back.
Yep.
This came out in 94, I believe, Jason, right?
94, I think, is when Balance came out.
94. Again, one of those 90s records that are just hard as heck to find.
Wow.
Is it a US pressing or is it a?
Oh yeah, this is US pressing.
Wow.
What do we got here?
Amazing.
Is that Warner Brothers? Is that what that is?
The classic Warner Brothers. Yeah.
I think I played this maybe
Nice.
2 times. It's in great shape.
Great record.
So that's it for me, guys. I mean, I was going to pull out some Kiss, but I think our dear buddy here has got a ton to show.
I'll be Kiss-centric, but I won't show too many. I've got it cut down. I only have a few to show. So.
Yeah.
So going to me now.
That's right.
Let's see. What order do we want to go in? I will show this one. This is sealed, and I'm not going to open it. But it is a red vinyl. There was a big snafu with the issue of the 45th anniversary reissue of this record, where they had been releasing colored vinyl anniversary editions of the catalog, and they were selling them on Kiss's website and on Universal's direct-to-consumer website called Sound of Vinyl. Well, for this one, for some reason, Sound of Vinyl did not order any copies, so they only pressed copies for Kiss Online to sell, and they way underestimated how many they needed, and they actually only pressed 300 copies of the 45th anniversary of Dressed to Kill. And like I said, this is sealed. It is red vinyl. There are 300, probably less than 300 copies of this because many of them got damaged and broken in shipment. If you find this for sale right now, I think the last one I saw sold for $700. Rare as hen's teeth. You just can't find it. Next to impossible to still find.
I can't believe you have it. I'm so bummed I didn't. I don't know how I missed out on that.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
And it was crazy, Royce, when those things came out. The shipping method back then, what they didn't have it down as what they have it down now, and so some people were returning them because they had dinged corners and stuff like that.
Yep.
Okay.
And some people never got them back.
That's right. Never got them back.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I talked directly with the company that did the fulfillment, the head of the company that did fulfillment for Kiss, and sent him the type of mailer they needed to be using, and they switched to those mailers, and they use them now to this day. So
wow.
So the next one, now there's what's known in the Kiss world, and it's not going to be all Kiss, but most of my really rare stuff is Kiss. Kiss did over, I guess between 1976 and 1990 or something like that. They put out 5 promo only LPs that were kind of just made for radio for particular records at the time that they would send to radio stations that were like abbreviated versions of the record, so there's like a rock and roll over sampler, and there's what's called for Destroyer the Summer Tour EP, which has like 4 songs from Destroyer on it, and there's a solo album sampler, so they weren't sending out the whole records, it just has the featured songs on them. And the rarest one of those 5 is the sampler for Double Platinum, and it's called A Taste of Platinum.
You son of a gun. Look at that.
Son of a gun. Yep. This is Strutter 78, which was the new recording at the time, a new version of Strutter. Do You Love Me, Love Gun, and Firehouse. Now, of course, Double Platinum was a double LP greatest hits that had 20 songs on it. So these are the songs they wanted you to play on the radio. So they just sent this to the radio station, essentially.
And coincidentally, they're all by one person.
That's right. Coincidentally, they're all Paul Stanley songs. So yeah. So So there's the label, and this is pretty difficult to find, and when you do find it in decent condition, it's between a $600 and $800 record.
Wow.
Anytime you find it.
And Royce, you're not going to believe this, but I swear to you, I probably had 8 copies of that in my old.
How many do you have today?
I don't have any now because I sold my Kiss. I sold my Kiss collection in 1990.
Yeah,
every time I'd go to California, I would find one for like $3.
You can't do that now.
No, those things are so hard to find, Royce. Woo.
Wow.
Yeah, they're tough to find. So
Yeah.
I showed this on a previous show. It's this record came out in 2010, and that was kind of you were really starting to see vinyl start to ramp back up again. Still, it was less than 1% of physical sales in 2010.
2010. Wow.
And you really started to see it take off as we got into 15 and 16 and stuff like that. But so they were doing limited edition pressings and things. This was Rat's last studio album called Infestation.
Dear God, look at that!
It's very difficult to find.
You're killing me.
This one is steel sealed.
Sealed.
Because I bought the CD and the vinyl at the time. It was 2010, and I listened to I wore my CD out. That's what I did. I played it in my car all the time. And
unbelievable. That album. That's the last record that they did together as a band.
Yep.
And it's 12 years old, and that Bad Baby is still. Dude, that thing is so hard to find, Royce. It's not even funny.
What's the name of the album again?
It's called Infestation.
Infestation.
Yep.
Termites.
That's right.
And it's a great record. Ranks right up there with anything they ever did. It's got the great, of course, if you know anything about Rat, Robin Crosby passed away, and who was the second guitar player to Warren DeMartini and a primary songwriter early on in the band.
Yep.
They replaced they had some iterations of the band, but on this particular version of the band, Carlos Cavazo from Quiet Riot's glory years, Mental Health and Condition Critical years, is the second guitarist on this record, and he just
that's as good as any other Rat record. It really is really good,
as good as any other Rat record, and maybe better than a couple of them, maybe better than Reach for the Sky.
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah, so it's really great. So, anyway,
wow,
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Let's see.
If you're a Rat fan, you can't go wrong with that.
You'll love it if you're a Rat fan.
Yeah, it's as good as any other.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this artist, but I respect her. And I was just talking about test pressings with Pat today. And
I forgot to pull that out.
I said, you know what I have, Pat? That I got this. I used to go to record store day conventions because my company was a record store day distributor, and we used to have little 5-day long conventions in New Orleans, and all the record labels would be there, and like the next to the last day, the labels would just come in and set up tables and have just tons of records that you could pick and get for free. And they would also do giveaways with some of their, rarer things. And I won this Emmy Lou Harris Red Dirt Girl test pressing. So,
look at that.
Yeah, this is a record that she put out, I think maybe in 2016. I don't know much about it, but that's kind of the label or the sticker that was on the
You
sleeve.
won that.
Yeah, I got it for free. I just my number was drawn out of a hat, and it's a double LP Emmy Lou Harris test pressing.
Wow.
Yep.
That was pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let's go back to Kiss for a little bit. Now these are fairly rare. I would say if you're buying these outright, they're about $400 a piece. I'm going to put them into one category, but these are the Japanese version of the solo album, Kiss solo album picture discs.
Love those.
Wow.
And what is great about these is instead of just having the solo album covers on them, which they do on the backside, if you bought the Kiss solo albums back then, you knew they had these puzzle posters that had this particular artwork for each album, and you could put those puzzle. They fit together. They had puzzle pieces in them, and in Japan they decided to put that poster on one side of the picture disc. These were only sold for in 1 year. There's never been a reissue of them. They came out in 1979, so the year after the solo albums came out, and they are stupid hard to find.
Those are ridiculously, like, extremely hard to find. They're beautiful. They're packaged well. The pressing sounds good. The artwork is incredible.
The obies are cool. There's been counterfeit versions of these made, but there's definite ways to figure them out. One way you can figure them out is if they have jackets. You have the corresponding color. Peter's green, Ace's blue, Gina's red. But on the counterfeit versions of them, on the jackets, all of the lettering is red on the back of them. So, if you've got that, you have a counterfeit version of it. But anyway, these are pretty tough to find.
Yes, they are.
Like I said, will cost you between $300 and $400 a piece, especially the Peter. Peter Criss is the hardest to find by far. It's a $400 record all day long. So anyway,
wow.
There's that.
There's so much to the Kiss collecting.
Yeah. Oh, those are so hard to find, and you could find them back in the day pretty easily, but they were imports. And I guess when I got mine, I paid probably like $50 a piece for them, or $35 or $40 a piece for them. And now, man, they're super expensive.
That's right. So all right, so my last Kiss one, I have a Kiss related one down here that I'm going to show. This will be in the top 10, maybe the top 5. Hey, you took me off full screen there, so Royce.
Oh, sorry. I was
while you were typing.
Yeah.
This is the definitely in the top 10, maybe in the top 5 rarest Kiss albums of all time, and it's from Argentina, called Lo Mejor de Kiss. And this is a kind of a best of that came out in 1978 in Argentina. It's unique to that country. There is no other version of this record that exists. It is freaking hard to find.
Extremely hard to find. Extremely.
Is easily $1,000 record, and if you find one in mint condition, which mine is not, it could go way more than that. 1,500, 1,600, something like that. Stupid difficult to find. So Lo Mejor de Kiss from Argentina.
And look at how good. I mean, that's in really good shape considering what we've seen them in. Yeah. I mean, my God, look at that.
So I bought this from my good buddy Joe Lalich.
I think McVeigh's got a copy of that, or no, he's missing that. No, he's missing that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna show 2 more things. This one is personal to me. So back a few years ago, I was working with another gentleman, and we licensed. I was able to get this record licensed for us. And we put out a special edition version of Ace Frehley's Origins Volume 1. And this is the deluxe edition. It came with this hype sticker. And if you'll see, it's this Kiss My Wax down there at the bottom. And this Obi was designed by Joe Lalich, who is my partner in Kiss My Wax Records. And you'll see that it,
Yep.
Partnership with Kiss My Wax, in association with Kiss My Wax and E1 Entertainment. And So there's only 250 of those signed, and this is my personal signed test pressing of that record.
Oh,
by
nice.
Mr. Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley signed. So these test pressings, I think we had 5 of them done.
Incredible.
And I have one, and it is signed by Ace.
Man.
That's a record that I participated in.
That is awesome.
I feel like I've lived a sheltered life, you know. where was I when this was going on?
We'll try to catch you up to speed here, Royce.
That's right.
Look, there's a lot to try to retain in these shows.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm gaining momentum.
And the last thing I'm going to show is actually 7-inch vinyl. And I wanted to show this. It's real special to me. I don't speak with him much anymore, but I used to talk to Mr. Michael Wagner all the time, and you know, I've talked about him before. Pat knows him very well. Michael basically is the poster producer for everything great from the 80s. He either produced and or engineered Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love, Striker, Yellow and Black Attack, the whole Dokken catalog, the first
Metallica.
2 Skid Row records, Metallica, Master of Puppets, Poison, Look What the Cat Dragged In, on and on and on and on and on. The Extreme records, the White Lion records, just an amazing producer. And I was at his studio one day, and he said, "Hey, would you like these, Jason? I don't have any use for them anymore." And what he handed me were the test pressing singles for the 4 singles off the first Skid Row record. These are his personal copies. They sent to him.
Wow.
So he could listen to them and make sure they were good. So
That's wild.
This is I Remember You, which was a massive hit.
Massive hit.
Yeah. It's date stamped April 22nd, 1989.
Hey, good.
It's got Making a Mess on the back of it.
Hey, yeah, and that was a really good song too.
Oh, it's a great song. And then we have Piece of Me, which I think was the 4th single off the record.
Okay.
And it's backed with Sweet Little Sister.
Okay.
This is also date stamped September 25th, 1989. This is Youth Gone Wild.
Nice.
Youth Gone Wild, also a huge hit.
Oh yeah,
There's nothing on the back written, so I'm not sure what's on the back. But this is
that was on the order of the first song, Youth Gone Wild. Yeah.
Is there something pressed on the back? Can you tell?
Let me look. Yeah. No, there is nothing pressed on the back. There are no grooves on that record. See that? No grooves.
How cool is that?
Yep. So Youth Gone Wild, date stamped January 17th, 1989.
My gosh.
Great.
And then I have 18 in Life.
I wonder if any of the guys in the band have these.
The last time I saw Sebastian and Midnight Tornado on the flip side, the last time I saw Sebastian, I was on his tour bus, and I brought these. Sebastian's been on my show before, and I know him a little bit, and
but he lost his mind.
He was like, "Hey," you know how he talks. And so I got a picture of me and Sebastian together with us holding these records up.
Nice.
Pretty cool. And that's my rare.
That's some amazing stuff.
That's some great stuff there. Jesus.
Earlier I said to the chat, if you guys care, I don't know if anybody was keeping too close a track, that we covered so much ground. But if anybody cares to say 1, 2, 3, this is how I'd rate the 3 that I like the best. That would be really cool. I'd love to see that. Like I said, I don't know anybody was taking notes or anything, but it would be fun to see what you guys thought about the rare and the medium rare.
Royce, I've got one more to show you, because when Jason pulled out his test pressing of Emmy Lou Harris, we had talked about this earlier.
Okay.
This is actually my wife's, but it is a very cool.
Oh, buddy.
It's a very cool test pressing, and this is a very how do you say it? Very well-known record when it comes to the holidays. This is Amy Grant's Christmas album. I can't remember the title, if it's just a Christmas album or All I Want for Christmas, or I can't remember. I can't remember the title of it. I'm gonna mess this up, and she's gonna kill me. But this is the actual test pressing for Amy Grant's very first Christmas record.
Awesome. Monarch Record Manufacturing Company. That's cool. So cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's in great shape. I don't know if you can read any of this here, guys. Can you read any of that?
No, maybe if Royce.
Wait, hold on. No, I'm kidding.
No. If Royce makes him big, make him big, Royce.
Okay. Let's see.
Tennessee Christmas is the first song, a Christmas album.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just called a Christmas album.
Amy Grant Christmas album. There you go. And this is
1983.
This contains the big hit. Oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the hit that they play every year around Christmas time. I mean, you can't go a day without hearing Amy Grant on when it comes to Christmas. This is a very, very hard thing to find, and I thought we'd just show that up there real quick.
Because Pat is already preparing to put his Christmas tree up.
I can't wait.
my wife's decorating for Halloween out on the porch.
I can't wait.
Great. She's amazing. She's decorated. I mean, all of the kids' birthday parties were decorated with themes and props, and she just goes all out. She just loves it. She's very, very, very talented and crafty.
That's great.
All our decorations just stay in the bins.
I know it takes longer to put them away than it does to make them and get them out.
We've tried to figure out a way to keep our tree decorated, but be able to store it away so we don't have to decorate it every year.
I don't think it can be done.
I know it is a pain. I mean, I had so many boxes in my garage. I mean, the biggest plastic covered crates you can find, just stacked on shelves, just marked Christmas. Some in the attic. Oh my God. It's been a labor of love dragging that stuff out.
Oh yeah.
Oh
absolutely.
God. Every holiday. Well, anyway, that was a great show, man. I really enjoyed it. The chat was fun. It's a little bit hard to keep track of sometimes when we're,
Did anybody say what they liked? Do we have any feedback to that?
No. Maria said it was too hard to pick. They were all so good. And I totally understood that too, but let's see. No, I think there was so much that unless you had a pen and paper out and were taking notes, I don't remember what I showed now. No, I'm kidding, of course, but yeah, it's hard. I mean, no, but I tell you what, I really enjoyed this tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Good. A lot of fun. I think both Jason and I were just going, what do we show? I mean, we just pulled some stuff out. I mean, we definitely have other stuff that, we could have shown, but man, we'd have been here for hours.
Oh, I know. I had several other things in the stack over here, and I didn't really decide 100% what to show until we started,
Yeah.
But Dan, just the fact, said his favorite was Pat's Van Halen.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get.
Might have even been mine.
Yeah.
Hey, Gloria likes my Skid Row test pressings.
Look, those are amazing. I like
Skid Row a lot.
Those are amazing. Yeah. I like anything Jason showed.
Oh, I like everything Pat showed. except Amy Grant. Sorry, Carol. No, I'm kidding. I love Amy Grant.
This is a real bromance we have going here,
Well, the thing about me and Pat is, even though we're 10 years apart in age, we really have, I mean, just right on about the same taste in music. Especially
I can tell you guys musically are just really in sync. Totally.
Yeah, we really are. So,
but also too, on the other hand, Royce, there are things that he may listen to that I may not get.
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
And
yeah.
I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that I listen to that he's like, no, that's all you, buddy.
Of course. But we have that commonality there.
Oh,
in the
absolutely,
middle
sure.
That's
Sure.
just spot on all a
Sure.
bunch of bands that we both love equally. So
Yeah.
Into All Music said they were all outstanding. That's cool.
she's
And
biased.
Hey.
Gloria loved the Skid Row. Gloria loved the Skid Row test pressings.
Yeah, thank you, Gloria.
I really like those too. You know, those were good.
Dude, that's, I mean, those are test pressings. There's only like 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
right.
4 at the most.
I would
Talk about
say
rare.
I would say probably the producer got sent one, and probably the band got sent a set. Maybe Rachel still has them or something. Rachel Boland still has them, but there can't be many more than that.
So when you showed him to Sebastian, what did he say?
I've never seen these.
He's never. So okay, there you go.
Where did you
Yeah.
get these?
There you go.
I bet he has seen one of them. He just doesn't remember. But I mean, because think of what he was, doing back then. So
Yeah, he was a young guy then. Too.
right, he was a young kid, crazy. Not,
Right.
whatever. I don't care about test pressings as long as it, press it, But I'm sure Rachel probably cared more. Rachel and Snake probably cared more about that. But
Mm.
Bob just came in and seconded the Van Halen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's ask this about the Van Halen.
Yeah.
Is the Van Halen that Pat showed impressive because it's a 94 release of a record on LP that's rare, or is it impressive because it's that and it's signed by the full band?
It's hard for me to say, like, I've got records that aren't so rare, but they're signed, so that kind of makes them rare.
Right.
Okay.
Well, anything signed, yeah.
Not everything signed is rare. I guess maybe to a certain degree, yes, it is. Okay. But I mean, I pulled that out because it's a rare record that just happens to be signed.
All right, hold on. I'm throwing in my honorable mention. Here
Okay.
is my fully signed promo copy of the first Kiss album on Warner Brothers.
Well, that smokes everything that I've got right there. So, dear God,
I didn't know that even existed.
That's right.
That's a white label promo.
White label promo. Yeah.
Signed by the entire band.
That's right.
That's so crazy.
They were still being distributed by Warner Brothers at this time. At Casablanca was an independent label distributed by Warner Brothers. So
there again, super rare record that happens to be signed. And I guess I love the signature stuff. So I mean, to me that goes way up there.
I had plenty of opportunities, like when these Sunset Wino shows were being put on here at Rava Winery in Paso Robles. I mean, Sebastian Bach came up one night with one of his guitar players that's been with him forever. I can't think of his name, but they got up and did a bunch of songs, and of course Ryan Roxy was always there, and keyboard player, 2 different keyboard players that played for Guns N' Roses. One of them was Teddy Zigzag, or Teddy, I can't think of his real name, and the other one was Dizzy. Yeah, those guys. Sometimes Dizzy Reed. Sometimes they were even both there, and of course, Tommy Clufetis and Eric Singer on the drums, and then Slim Jim Phantom would be there, and then the original drummer from Guns N' Roses, Steven Adler, would be there. And
you never got your vinyl signed, huh?
And if I was even, there was no vinyl shows back then like this, and it was vinyl and vinyl signatures were probably the furthest thing from my mind. But there were so many people that showed up at these shows that used to just like to come in here and sit in with these guys and stuff.
Sure.
That it was just absolutely amazing. It was just a different group every show. Would show up.
There's the photo of me and Paul, and there's my record that he's about to sign. He's the first signature I got on it.
No kidding.
God.
Yeah. And if you see that light above my head,
yeah,
that was News Channel 2 here in Nashville that Paul was at the grand opening of Mars Music in 1998, I think.
Wow.
And the news was there filming him. And
so they documented that.
So they right. And so I was like, oh my God, I bet that's going to be on the news tonight, because they were filming when I was talking to him. And sure enough, I went home, stuck a tape in the VCR, and recorded the Channel 2 news. And at the very end, they had a short segment of the grand opening and Paul, and there's, I have it up on YouTube on my personal channel. He's signing my record. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, just crazy that it happened.
So what did they say? Van Halen or the signatures? What do we got here?
Yeah,
Kiss or the signature?
Chris Vickery said I dropped the mic with the Kiss.
Oh yeah. Of course he did.
I'm more impressed with the Van Halen personally, because first of all, I've never seen that record on vinyl, and second of all, getting Eddie's signature.
Yeah, that was hard to get.
See it.
Right.
Yeah, you just don't see it. So I've seen plenty of promo copies of the first Kiss LP, and I've seen several that are fully signed. I've never seen what Pat showed. So my vote's for Pat.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But you definitely smoked me on the Kiss one.
I did not.
Bob says because it's Van Halen, period. So
yeah,
there you go.
Guns N' Roses just played at Wrigley Field, and Gloria's saying Jordan vlogged that show, but I'm not sure if she's talking about that show. Gloria, can you hear me? Are you saying that Days with Jordan the Lion just vlogged the Guns N' Roses show, or a different show?
Oh, I'm sure he did vlog that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Guns N' Roses. They were good.
I saw them. Yeah, I saw them again.
Sunset Wino show. Yeah, no, Jordan. I was there when Jordan was there. I went to all those. Betty and I. We actually built some of the props for him and stuff like that. When the Beatles impersonators came up and did a show, we built a big light stand that said "Rava this way" and oh God, Abbey Road this way. On a great big light stand, and put some posters up and did some other things. We kind of, because family members were, putting the whole thing on, we kind of were involved a little bit. Never had to pay
it up a little.
Huh?
Kind of spiced it up a little bit.
Yeah. It was fun.
Cool.
It was fun. Always an after party and things like that, But anyway, great show, guys. Great show. I mean, you guys have so much stuff I've never seen before.
Pat's got a ton of shit.
Oh my God. We could go on forever with this and shows just like it. I'm not sure. You guys got any ideas for next week's show? Jason's come up with a couple of good ones too.
Yeah, I'd say 80s pop probably.
As in
80s pop.
Like
as in
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, Cyndi Lauper, any of that stuff, the Go-Go's, whatever.
But does Royce and Altini have some stuff to show?
Well, we don't know, because Speed Bump, he left the show early.
Speed Bump.
Well, I'm sure that I have some stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some stuff I've been skipping over.
Or we could just kick it around.
I've got a few things. I love 80s pop. I love 80s pop. That's really what I listen to mostly now.
Or just we can say 80s. Or we could do a 70s. I don't have a lot of 60s, but I'm sure we
could do a 50s.
Oh gosh, oof, that would be tough.
50s.
Yeah.
I have one Buddy Holly record. That's about as good as I can get.
Do you guys have any soul albums?
Oh yeah, I've got a lot. Yeah,
Pat's got a ton. I don't have a lot on vinyl.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot on vinyl.
Yeah.
But I can talk, so I've participated in shows I didn't have a lot of records of before.
Yeah. Well, I'm just throwing it out there. Before we had the podcast, when I was just pre-recording, I did a soul show, and it was fun.
What is that?
That's me and Sebastian in those
And those 45s?
Those test
Yeah,
pressings,
45, yeah.
Where the heck did Mother Trucker did you get these?
Yeah, buddy.
Right.
And there he is holding up the T-shirt of my
Yeah.
podcast, No Wax, that he was on. So
that's great.
Anyway,
wow,
good times.
Yeah, that is good times. Very good times.
So,
well,
now,
folks,
he didn't offer. He didn't offer to sign those 45s, or you wouldn't let him.
I didn't want him to sign them. No.
Hey, Bob here is saying, how about 80s girl groups?
Woo,
Okay.
80s
So
girl
Bangles.
groups.
Huh?
Cyndi Lauper, the Bangles. Who do we got? Go-Go's.
Heart, Pat Benatar, Quarter Flash,
Quarter Flash.
the Headpins, Scandal.
Expose, Gloria.
Expose.
That
Yep,
first
Expose
record is amazing.
Yep,
Janet
Madonna.
Jackson. Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna. I've got maybe 3 Madonnas.
The Runaways. I would say that's 70s.
That's more 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
Joan Jett.
Bananarama.
Lita
Chris?
Ford. Bananarama. That's a good one.
Yeah.
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 Girl
There's
School.
a lot. Vixen. That's great. Just the Facts. Vixen.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Vixen, Girl School, Rock Goddess, Phantom Blue.
Phantom Blue. Oh my God, that first Phantom Blue record is so good.
Phantom Blue.
Nobody's ever heard of them.
Who else do we got? Who else are we missing? Well, I know we're missing a bunch.
Oh, sure.
Well, I mean, if you go the pop route, Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey early on, and
we can do an all-female.
Debbie Gibson, Tiffany.
Well, let's just give it some thought. Let's just give it some thought. Go through our stuff, see what's available. But that's definitely a contender. If not next week, another week for sure.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
I like the idea of all-female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good with me.
Yeah.
Well, let's discuss it this week, and then.
Okay, let's do that. Let's discuss it early in the week. Like to get it all set. You
got it.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well,
thanks for everyone hanging in there in the chat.
We really appreciate it. We all had fun, and we'll see you all next week, if not sooner. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Bye.